Yo, what up, guys? I'm doing my end of the year top 20 list. You might have seen that Moonlab's Opethian friend of mine has actually already done his list, so I decided, what the hell, might as well do mine. Um, Now, this is entirely my opinion. To me, these were the albums that I listened to the most, enjoyed the most, and just had overall fun with. This will be 20 to 10, so let's kick it off. At number 10, we have Catatonia's Dead End Kings. I really like this album. It's not my favorite Catatonia album, but it's very grand as skill. It's definitely a continuation of the 90s The New Day. Very grand, very dark, and melancholic. Really good release. Number 19, we have Cannibal Corpse's Torture. Now, if those who know me, I'm not a real big Cannibal Corpse fan, but I really like this album. I felt like it had more direction than any other Cannibal Corpse album. It had a beginning and an end, and kind of, like I said, always with like books and shit, a climax, and then this declining. The songs felt complete, and I really enjoyed that about that. Number 18, Lamb of God's Resolution. Lamb of God was one of those bands that got me really into heavy music, and I fucking love this album. It had some really great songs. A lot of it had the same formula, but it had a little bit more experimentalness with like sludge and even some Sugar time work. Really good release. I enjoyed it the whole way through. Randy sounds amazing. I'm glad he's out of jail. Next up, we have another return to form, Cryptopsy's self-titled 2012 release. This is a monster album. I mean, I really like Cryptopsy, but they've been really getting bad over the last few years, and especially with Unspoken Kings. But they've really shown, they come back full force on this album. Technical, heavy, some of those none so vile style riffing and atmosphere. You also have some stuff from like Whisper Supremacy with like jazz fusion, elevator music. Really strong release by these guys. Really enjoyed it. Next up, we have Meshuggah's Colosse. This is a massive album, one of my first successful reviews. I really enjoyed this album the whole way through. It had a couple of kind of bland spots, but it's a change in Meshuggah's style. It's easily their most accessible album, but that's what I like about it. It's easier to listen to than a lot of their stuff. Next up, at number 16, we have Periphery 2. This time it's personal. I like this a hell of a lot better than Periphery's first album. I own it somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. It's very good. Spencer's vocals in this are really good. The guests that are on this track, for like the guitar solos and shit, do an amazing job. The riffing is more interesting. The songs more fun and even catchier to listen to. And it's all in all just a very more mature Periphery album. I really enjoyed it the whole way through. Can't wait for the new one next year. Next up, we have my favorite Gent album of the year, if you could say it, Veil on Mai's Eclipse. This is pretty much the reigning blood of deathcore. It's not even a half hour long, and it's amazing the whole way through. Technical, progressive, melodic, tons of great keyboards that add atmosphere, great vocals, amazing guitar riffs from Mark, solid bass tone. You can hear it the whole way through, even the little lead sections. Fantastic album. Next up, we have Devin Townsend's Epic Cloud. I loved this release. I mean, I saw Devin Townsend with Catatonia. It was amazing, and every song we played off that was instantly awesome. This album's a lot lighter, but it's more like a space-heavy rock opera, kind of like the Brandon Smalls album that came out this year. Amazing the whole way through. There's some really good songs on here, like True North and Save Us, Save Ours Now, I think it's called. Lucky Animals, Liberation, shit like that. Really just full-fledged get up and kind of dance in the space kind of music. I really like that. Next up, we have a more serious album. This is number 11. This is Neurosis's Honor Found in Decay. This was an amazing sludge post-rock metal album that had this grand, huge scale. Neurosis is a highly regarded band. And this album, the whole way through, is amazing. I mean, it paints a picture of corruption and war, but at the same time, it's kind of like you're going through the motions as that whole thing is going on. Just absolutely breathtaking and stance. I really didn't expect to like it as much as I did. You could just hear the kind of agony of that we've been betrayed in our lives in this album. Amazing. Next up, we have one of my second favorite band of all time, but it's at number 10. This will end off the list. Between the Buried and Me's, Parallax 2, Future Sicknesses. Now, this, don't get me wrong, this is an amazing album, but it's not PT's best. Some of it's a little bit boring. I didn't like all the filler tracks, but for the actual tracks that are on here, that real tracks, they're amazing. Astral Bodies has got this great sense of going through space and enter the third eye and shit. It's amazing. Later Goes to Rest is very well made. Hold up, I have one more track I gotta think of. Oh my god, how is this escaping me? It's just an amazing piece of work. Goodbye to Everything, the opener, is amazing. Just a great album, but it's not their best. But either way, still a very enjoyable album from one of my favorite bands of all time. Amazing progressions. So yeah, this is the first part of the list. I know it's real short because I don't have a lot of memory on my iPhone. Second part of the list will probably be up tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you stay with me for the next part of the list. Subscribe and comment. Keep it metal. Peace.